Cheers and spontaneous. So we're gonna see if someone turns up, and I'm gonna fix some things here first. So yeah. It's a very hot day again. It's almost 30 Celsius again. And we've been out this morning too, and Trevor bought some new shoes. I bought a cloak, not much, from H&M, or like we say in Sweden, Hennes och Mauritz. And this blouse is actually from them, and it was on sale. And I've seen similar on Disturbia and on Killstar too, this type of pattern. Think Freestyle maybe have something similar too, so I thought, okay, I'll give it a go. Something different. If I need to go out with normies or something, I can still go for that little forest type of witchy vibe that some goths have. Or they just think I am one of them, if you know what I mean. So we're gonna see. Maybe it's too hot for people to come and join this. I don't know. We have to see. So I'm sitting here waiting, and I have a cold drink because I need one. And this is one of my favorites. The best thing is they actually use proper fruit in it, so gonna see. Usually someone have been show up by now, but maybe it's totally wrong time. I don't know. I just felt that when traveling now, sitting and doing his model, so at least I can do this. I should be able maybe to have done something during the time and just let people maybe watch when I'm doing stuff, but I didn't feel for it either. It's a little too hot. I still have some hair falls. If you remember the one I did with bubble braids with Bluey, I need to fix them because the rubber bands are now going in bits. So I need to change everything, so we have to see. What should we talk about? It's not much to talk about when no one's really watching right now. I don't know. But I hope that at least some friends shows up, because I guess it's very hot where they are too. So it's not just here in Sweden it's hot. I don't like how hot it is, but going out right now, and it was raining a little bit earlier. You can feel that first when you come, that rain smell, that smells very good, but it didn't come that much, and then the heat started, and then it's gonna be like a humid sauna, so terrible. I don't like it at all. So and like I said, big offs maybe don't like to be tan too much either, so it's not like I go into the beach in that type of way either, especially not when it's so hot outside. So, and it's hot inside too, so that does help. But I have eaten something outside, and yeah, just play by the ear. So I'm still waiting for some friends to show up if they see this. I think it's early morning in US maybe, or starting of the day. Here is at least noon now, so we have to see. I know that people are watching, but I don't know if they even speak Swedish or English, so we have to see. No one is commenting really, so but yeah, I should be able to do stuff, but I don't think it's that funny to look at, and I need more room space for the things too, and put up things, and that takes a little too much time, and when it's that hot I don't really feel for it either, so but the sad thing is that it's not much vacation left. I only took 2 weeks this year because of the circumstances that was before, and I didn't know how that should end up either, so it's only tomorrow left, but already today we started the routines for next week, because that's how it goes when we're gonna do all the preparation for food for work week and everything like that. So then we need to start the weekend before, so it's tomorrow I'm gonna do all the food cooking for work, because I need to have my food sorted, and that sucks. I'm not keen of cooking when it's hot outside. It's even warm inside when it's early morning, and I usually do it in the mornings. And this morning I actually caught a live from US with Organic. I call her Organic, I don't remember the full name, but she do jewelry. So it was interesting to watch someone else. She did her own jump rings. I usually buy mine because it's a little hard to find the right type of wire, because you're gonna need to have a wire that is very hard, because if the wire is too soft, the jump rings is not gonna work. So but if you do jewelry, they're gonna go up, and then you have beads all over the place or whatever you use for it. So I rather buy them in that case from someone that I know have that type of jump rings I want to. But right now it's hard to find different parts for it too, because of all the stupid rules that the EU introduced, and that also make it more harder to order. I actually saw some good news this morning on Instagram. I think it was on Instagram at least, that Gothic Beauty magazine is now out with a new issue 60. So we're gonna see if it comes in a new box. That would be exciting because it's been a very long time since the last box and the last issue too. So that could be interesting to see what's showing up, because as you know, a lot of YouTubers get the box too. If you live in Sweden, you have to wait a long time for it, longer than the one in the US, for an example, but at least you're gonna get it. And if I'm lucky, maybe I get the number 62. That should be awesome, because I'm very curious what they put together now when it's been so long. And before they came like maybe every third month or something, and then it came that. But now it's been a long silence from them, even if they have put down that they're working on it. And it's probably have to do with all the tariffs too, because it comes from Las Vegas in US. So I guess they have to deal with all the shipping, and the cost has gone up, and they're gonna solve it for abroad, not just inside the US. So I'm really looking forward to see what that is. And then also really exciting if we're gonna hear something from my friend Marissa in Stockholm, because I sent her a parcel last week, and I hope she have gotten it now, because there were little surprises in it. So I hope she's gonna enjoy it. But it was nice to put together something, and this is easier for me to send something inside Sweden too, because it's no hassle with putting on the declaration for the customer and everything like that, and even think if they're gonna be expensive for someone to receive it too, because that's the problem too when you send things and they do all the new laws. So, and I do hope she's gonna like them, and I just wish that I had longer vacation, but I still wanted to wait a little longer, even if I already said in the shorts what's going on, because it's happened things. I actually started my second week with having a work interview, and that went really well too, but it showed up that they needed people already from start, and they couldn't wait that long that I need to wait for before. And that's the most people that have followed me for a longer time. If you haven't done it before, so please subscribe and all that type of thing. So I shouldn't have a work after November, because our warehouse is closing totally, so everyone loses their jobs, and I had to find a new one. And so I went to this interview. It went well, but because because it's now after July or after 1st of July, it was new rules when it comes to how fast we can go. So before that, our company could be very nice, and you can go with very short notice. So that had been much easier if that had happened earlier, because it sounded interesting. Not that good payment maybe, but okay-ish at least, what I thought, and it could be interesting too. But she had to tell me that the interview went well, and we hope that you're gonna apply for another time, because we really want you, but we need someone right now. We can't wait a month. So I could accept that. She was writing a very long mail for me, because she didn't just want to send out the standard answer. And just before that, I got another call from another company. I had applied for work there too, but it shows up that I didn't have to go to an interview, and it was not for that job I was actually searching for that they called me for. They called me for another type of job, and it was actually a ex-work friend that wanted me in that team. So from 10th of August, I actually have a new job, GP. So everything went suddenly so fast. So now I'm only gonna work 4 weeks on my old place. So it is a little exciting, and it's nervous at the same time, because it's a new place, even if it's still warehouse, and that it's a complete new customer for them too. So we're gonna start from scratch, everyone, and they're gonna have like a base team, and I'm gonna work with my work friend too, that I really like to work with, because we can have fun but we still do the job. and we are very good at doing the jobs too. So he knew already when he picked me that she's a good worker. And I was so surprised when his boss phoned up and said, I have the job if I want it. And I said, no interview? No, you don't need an interview. I was like, okay, this was strange. But sometimes you need to have some luck in the life too. So I was happy. But it's gonna be a little interesting. First gonna work 4 weeks in my old place, and then I'm gonna start a new one. But I'm gonna have to travel a bit longer. It's gonna take at least 30 minutes to go by car there too, but it's worth it. So at least I have a work. It's a 6 months trial period first, of course, because that's how it works over here. Because you usually have to start with 6 months trial. But if you do everything right and don't do anything stupid, of course you're gonna have a job after. So, and I know their contract with that customer is for 5 years too, because I was reading in some of the news of it. So it feels like a secured job if you do what you should do. But still haven't had any friends here in the chat. I don't know why I don't see any chat either. So I hope I had. No. So we have to see. So no one wants to talk with me really. This feels very odd. I've never been to a live stream when no one have even commented. Usually they comment something, either it's nice people or it's very rude people. So nothing in between really. And then I say something about my eyebrows or my makeup or whatever because I'm a goth. And they don't like goths, so I don't know. But I'm a blonde goth too, so I'm not that extreme like some of my friends. And it's closing into my birthday. I have birthday in August. And Trevor has usually asked, what do you want to have? And I am that person that is very hard to deal with when it comes to that. I don't wish anything, and I think it feels embarrassing to talk about what I should want to. I'd rather have fun than get a lot of presents and that of things. Of course, he knows what type of things I like too, but it's not like I want him to go and buy a lot of things. I'd rather do something fun instead. But we have to see, and we still counting down time. I know in end of this month we go for a gig at Liseberg. It is amusement park in Gothenburg, Sweden. We're gonna see DID, or what they when they be first before Disney said anything was Disneyland After Dark, but they had to change to DID because of Disney, of course. Copyright, surprise, surprise. So yeah. So that's gonna be fun. I think they can be called glam rock or something. So I thought there was something that both Trevor and I could enjoy, especially as we're gonna go in November and see Sisters of Mercy in Gothenburg too, and I really look forward to that. But it's a very long time. But the problem is it's very early start, so I hope that I'm not gonna be too stressed when I work in the times I do. We're gonna see if the time changed before that or if I'm still gonna have it, but it feels like it can be a little bit stressful, so we have to see. I'm gonna check out when they start to play because they usually have a band before, so maybe it's not that we need to rush that type of way, but or I can see if I can maybe finish 1 hour early or something, so I have a little more time on me because you have to travel to Gothenburg in that case too, so that takes some time. But I'm really looking forward to Sisters of Mercy at least, so that would be great. Is there anything more I want to talk about? It's a little hard. It's just that it feels a little bit annoying to only have 2 weeks of vacation because I didn't know that I should have a job now. I didn't know because I wanted to save up the days if I needed to go to interviews and or at least get the money for the days after if I didn't get anything, because then it should be more money in my pocket. Right now I wish that I at least had 1 more week or maybe one and a half at least, and I save the rest. But I didn't know, so what should I do? And there's still no one that's talking, or is it YouTube that is strange and not people are speaking with me? I don't know. Because it feels very unusual that I don't have anyone talking text. I don't know why it did change actually. Sorry folks. Gonna see here. I don't want to have it translated. and I want to see everything. I'm gonna go back and see which people. So sorry I didn't see you all. Max and Outlaw and you and Sonos and everything what we were name and John. Uh, oh, I think I got it untranslated again. Sorry. I don't know. No, it shouldn't be that. So I'm gonna see here. Yeah, it's better to save up sometimes, so I guess so. And why is some this is you were drawing. What are you drawing then? And it's very strange because it don't show the language as it should. I don't know what's going on with YouTube for the moment. Yeah, it's ridiculous. But I thought it was a little funny too when people have commented on some of the shorts and said that I'm the loser, I'm the single woman and everything. And I said, I have lived with the same man for soon 10 years. In August, we have lived 10 years together. And tomorrow he's going to be actually in the video too. So I'm going to talk a little about living like an alternative couple. He's a metalhead and I'm a goth and that type of thing. So I hope people are going to like that too. So we have to see. And I wonder what it have. It's very hot. You're taking a beer? No, I don't have that type of things. Villa Chris, so if you're still here, please go. This is not that type of channel. You should talk. Of course, everybody wants to talk in all type of languages if it was cool. Think how good it could be if you could have like, if you have read The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and they have this bubble fish they put in the air and then you should understand each other no matter what type of language you were speaking. So that should be wonderful. Hello, Marissa. How are you? Finally saw some of the oldest comes. I had little difficulties with live here, so. How are you? Is it hot in Stockholm too? It's very hot here. It's almost 30 degrees again. And I've been out, been shopping and bought this one today on H&M or Hennes & Mauritz, like we Swedes say. So I got this on sale. Did you get my parcel, Marissa? Because I have been sending it for you, so I hope you have got it by now because it shouldn't take that long. I think I sent it during the Monday. You've been on the gym too, so you're very good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I thought I should try something different, and I have already talked about it in the beginning of the live before no one was speaking too, because something was wrong with the live too. So, but I said I wanted to also be open-minded to find something that could work even when you go out with the mainstream people, but still be. And I know that Disturbia and Killstar and other type of brands have this type of little forest witch kind of vibe, and I thought this could go very well with it too. So nothing has arrived. That was strange. Shouldn't take that long to get the parcel. I hope it's there and safe, but I know that post service is gonna be even worse in Sweden, so maybe that's the reason too. I don't know how many days they have to take to get it. And I didn't send it tracked either, so I really hope it did go to your address. I really thought you already got it, really, because I was sending that in the beginning of the week, and it's not that far to Stockholm for at least the PostNord to go there, so I can't really see why it should take that long. So, are you doing something more fun this weekend, Marissa? It's my last week in freedom, back to work on Monday. I'm not looking forward because it's gonna be really hot. So, it's terrible. It's very terrible. So, so I really hope that everything gonna be sold before. But I know it's only 4 weeks on my old place, and then I start a new job, so it's gonna be great. I'm exciting, but I'm also very nervous because it's totally new place for me. I don't know anything about this place. And I know that is a new custom for them too. So it's a lot of routines that they don't have for that one. So thank you very much. Yeah, and they can't just blame it summer because and also read that I don't know if you have it in Stockholm too, but I know that we have it down here that they say they're gonna deliver ordinary post every second working day. But that means if you have like we have red days and that type of thing, it can be moved even further. And then I was reading that it said now it's gonna be every third day instead. So it's totally chaos when it comes to the post. Good morning, Organic. It was nice to see you earlier. Mm. No, thank you very much. I'm also surprised because I didn't expect to get a job that fast, especially when I didn't even do an interview for this job. I was applying for another job inside that company too, so I thought it was for that one, and then they called for an interview. But it showed up that they just asked, "Are you interested or not?" And I said, "No interview. No, you don't need an interview." And it showed up. It was my friend that I had been working with earlier that now work in that place like some type of boss. So he actually wanted me there, and because I applied for another job, they thought that she don't need it, and that means I'm gonna have even a more secure job. I'm gonna start with a trial period on 6 months, and I'm gonna have monthly wage, so I'm not gonna have 4 hours like the most people have inside a company. So I'm looking forward for everything. I have already working clothes, but the pants was a bit big, so I have to change them. But we're gonna see when we can solve that because their people are at vacation too. But I need to change them before I start, else it's gonna look like when I started to drop a lot of weight. I don't know why I got that size, but at least I have clothes. The rest is fitting, the shoes and everything. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fun to see everybody comes and join the chat too. So, and it's a little too hard to do anything, and I should need to do things. I even have those bubble braids that I should need to change the rubbers on because they started to cracking. And first wonder when I stepped into that room, what is on the floor? And before I realized it was the rubber band that started to crack a bit old. So I need to redo everything in that hair fall and make it good again. Yeah. Marissa, I'm chilling out this weekend, Sanniz. I'm so looking forward to it, to be honest. There's been so much happening lately. Next weekend is the big Club Dirt golf picnic in Stockholm. Oh, that sounds amazing. I wish that we could have a golf picnic down here too. That was a long time since I had that. And when the weather is good and everything, and you sit together with other friends and listen to music, you do fun things, and eat and drink something good, that is the best thing you can do, really. What time is it, Sanniz, for your friend? Fixing breakfast. I need to check. It's 1 p.m. 1 p.m. here. so so it's just started being noon. So I have already eaten 3 meals before this because I need to eat more often than the most people after my surgery. So I guess around 2 p.m. is time to think about next meal. But it's a little hard to eat now when it's so hot. I don't feel for eating, but I know I have to. So, and Trevor's right now sitting in another room and doing his model, so I'm doing this instead. Yeah. Or we can do some arrangement and meet up somewhere else too. We never know. We never know. I've been checking a lot of things, but it's so expensive to go anywhere, and especially if you have to live somewhere too. So hopefully, if we know what happens next year with Trevor's job too, because that's also something we have in mind that we don't know anything because the company lost the contract over the buses, the city buses. So it's another company taking over. No one knows if they're gonna take the people that work right now to them instead, because they have never been in this town either. So we have to see how that goes. Yeah, but sometimes I think it's easier when you live in UK or like in US, especially some parts of US. I know it's a very live, full golf scene, and I think it's much more easier maybe to find people there. It depends on where in US you are living too, Organic. So Yeah, I hope so too, because that should make everything so much easier. Because this year, if you knew already what I was talking about in the beginning of the year or end of last year that I wanted to do this year, and everything just went downfall after that message that my work should not be anymore, and everything just crashed with the plans. And I felt that not this year I did no fun vacation that type of way. So I was so sad because wanted to go to UK and all that type of things. Trevor haven't been back to UK for a long time now either, because this was the last time we went there. So is it 2 or 3 years since we were there last time? So it feels like it's time to go. But we need to know that we have the money. It's not cheap to go over either. So, and they have changed the rules too. So it's a lot of other things we need to sort before we go too. So yeah, it sounds like Stockholm is good. I see that some things are happening in Gothenburg too, but the problem with Gothenburg is that sometimes they put it through working days, and when they have other type of clubs, then they have it on a type of place in Gothenburg that I don't familiar with. So I don't know how that things. Plus, when you read about it, I little suspect, why do you need to have a dark room on a golf club? You do a big promotion on that on Instagram in different ads about this golf club. But when you go into and read about it, you need to be a member, you need to do that, blah, blah, blah. And then they say you have a dark room. Why do you need a dark room? That don't sound like a golf club for me. That sounds like a kinky fetish club for me. What do you think about that, Marissa? Um, ah, I didn't know that abuse is still working, but they usually have only things when I'm working most of the time, so I miss out because it don't add that much. So yeah, you know which one I'm talking about. It sounded very good when we first reading. We play all the golf music, but then you started to read about the other bits. It's not like I have something against that other type of clubs, but I think if you add it as golf club, that don't belong to a golf club. Not for me, at least. I'm open-minded and that type of thing. If I want to go to a fetish or kink club, think it's fine. But go to golf club and have the need to have a dark room, that feels wrong for me. Especially when we know now how much we have to deal with this fetishizing about golfs and those TV programs that don't make it better either. So, hmm. No, it's not really my thing either. But if people want to, they can go there. But like I said, it don't belong to the golf club itself. So they could have, if they want to have that, we could say, oh, we have like this. They had a club in the Gothenburg back in the days that some weekends were a golf club, and other weekend you could say that it was like fetish light golf club. You know what I mean? When you don't have the hardcore stuff in that place. So it sounds more like that. But then add it like it is that type of club. But don't say that it's the music and then you still have to add in that we have dark room. It feels so wrong. At least for me. And if I should take someone that is just interesting of golf music but not interested of that, they should wonder what the heck is this going on. Is that what we try to get away from, that idea that what we are for other people, that we not really are, not everyone. So you know, it don't make it easier. So it's fun, fun, fun. And if you haven't tried this type of brand before, Marissa, I can recommend it. They do it with proper fruit in it. Yes, you. I have thought about it. The biggest thing is that conflicts goth and kink. I mean, yes, traditions, we always had a fetish. Yeah. I just didn't expect if only with the fashion. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, and that's the problem. If you want to try to take that thing away and make it easy for us, not get that thing about it, so that we can't combo them, because that then it don't help really. And see what the organic says. I understand monetary maybe one day get to visit the UK. I love Gothic community. It's a place I can enjoy being able to free. Thank you, Sanniz and Marcy from Moonlight. And thank you yourself, Organic, for being here. Are you transgender? Do I look like a transgender for you? I didn't know that I have to tell what I am or something like that. I am a she, her. I'm born a she, her. So you don't have to have any problem with that. I live with a man, but I have no problem with people that who want to be a transgender or are LBQT. For me, they are people, nothing else. People. So, so I am a woman, 58 years old soon. So, if you have problem with how I look like, I think I'm transgender for it. I don't know. You're trans but look male. You can be whatever you want, Max, as long as you don't harm people and respect others. So I think it's ridiculous that people come in and ask that type of thing. So ask if you're queer or if you're gay or whatever. It have nothing to do with them really. It's between the people that are in relationships. And if you're not in relationship with that person, it's not something you have to do with or ask about or something like that. It's one thing if I tell something, but or someone else tell what they are. But for me, people are people. If you show respect, you got respect, and you should be nice. That's all. Uh, Absolutely not, Sanniz. You're an amazing person. Go Fags. Go Fags back. Organic. Thank you, Fenrir. And Organic, everyone, please like this. Thank you. I usually don't do that type of things when I have my lives because I think it's up to people. If they like to see goth content, and like I usually said, I'm a goth, not just stuck in one box, because I have other type of interests too, not just the typical goth things, or goth music, or goth fashion, goth makeup. So I go to medieval places, I go to Viking places, I love forest, go walk in the forest, I love animals and a lot of other things too. And I do different creative stuff too. And if you have seen on my channel, I do everything from jewelry to miniature top hats and clothing and whatever, even home decoration. So everything I feel for. Yeah. And I think that everyone should be nice to each other. If you don't have anything nice to say, just go away, because you don't know what's going on in the background, or you see one thing, but there can be other things in the background too. So you have to go positive show it, but it was great to see you. Love to you and in the chat. Go Fags, Marissa, and have a really nice day, and hope you can stay cool too, because I guess it's warm in Stockholm too. Thank you very much, Organic. At least I try to hope that I can be an inspiration. I've been goth since the 80s, and even before I knew the word goth, because that label didn't came that early like the music did. But I knew that I loved the music, and I knew that I loved all the alternative things, because everything started with new wave, punk, and all that thing. And if you like that stuff, it's not that hard to see where everything could end up, and it ended up in goth. So that's one way to go. So I really love that type of thing, and I love when people dare be themselves, be proud for who they are, and don't have to be a normal just because someone think you should be in a certain way. We should be able to be ourselves, as long as we show respect and are nice. So, and yeah, so we are still with it. We are still with it. And now we're gonna see what we're gonna do more. And we were watching a TV series, and the worst thing is they held the last episode open for a new season. I was thinking, oh my god. And it was The Widow's Bay. And I'd forced myself to watch every 10 episodes. And after that end, I was thinking, no, not another season, because it was so open for being one. It was so bad. And it didn't go better through any of the episodes. So I can't really recommend it. And now we have started to watch a lot of shark documentaries again, because I think it's around Shark Week or something. And people that know me since I was a kid too knew that when I picked different movies, it was either shark movies, movies with ninjas, or horror. So that's always been me. So I've been that old kid that loved playing graveyards and hanging around and doing spooky stuff. so it was not strange. So now we started to watch about that, and a lot about the great white shark, of course, but of course they had other type of sharks too. They have actually in that first documentary we were watching was a skeleton they thought was first killed by samurais, but something was not correct in this from Japan because he had too much cuts. Hello, Lucky. How are you? I hope it's not too hot in the UK. So this man had so much injuries, but the skull was intact, but the rest he had so many cuts. And I thought, is it really that? And then I started to dig into it and found out that he is probably the oldest preserved shark victim. And then I should try to find out which type of sharks that actually took him, and they compare with a lot of other attacks that was around those areas and everything like that. And it showed up that it was probably a great white shark in that case. But it took someone before they realized which. And probably maybe not even one shark. Yeah, it's hot, so I hope we can stay cool. It's hot here in Sweden too, and I'm not looking forward to next week because it's gonna be hot too. So, Max, golf culture is great. The inspirations and creativity of it is always great to look at, like Gothic style millionaires, for example. Yeah, and I do love it too. Thank you, Lucky. It's actually just the top, this one, and I have a skirt on me and a belt. So, but I bought it today, and I thought I should be a little different, melt in a little with enormous if I have to, but still be a goth. And I was thinking that because I know Killstar and Disturbia, and maybe a lot of other brands that is goth related and alternative related do this witchy vibe. So I thought I should do that. So I thought it was really nice, and it was on sale actually, and because it covered a bit of the arms too, the sleeves, so that fitted me. I shouldn't mind having it full sleeve too, but that was the best I could find for the moment. And I thought, okay, give it a go. I'd buy something different for a change, and I thought I should match the makeup, so that's why I did those colors too. So it should go a little better that, and at the same time, a little bit that Halloween autumn type of vibe too in this hot weather. I've been watching the series called Hemlock Grove. It's really cool, free on Tubi. Sanniz. I love sharks. I am licensed scuba diver, but my health keeps from doing it anymore. Ah, you've been scuba diving. I should want to do that. I'm a really great swimmer, even if I haven't been swimming for a while. I was swimming 4 days a week for the team when I was younger, so it was like 4 hours practice every day. So I'm a good swimmer. But it was always a dream to do this scuba diving thing, but it's very expensive to go those courses and get the licenses for it, so it never happened. But that was like a dream because I should want to go and see things. Maybe not go cage diving because things can go wrong still there. But I've always been fascinated by sharks and that type of thing. So now we started to see we have some more documentaries to watch about different sharks. I guess it's mainly about the great white when it's from Shark Week. But I know there is a lot of other sharks too, and it's very fascinating type of sharks. So, and of course, we had other type of when you follow other programs, documentaries about eels and all that type of thing, they can do very much harm. Even octopuses can be very bad things to meet, especially one type of them. And they showed in one program that actually can kill people very easily. Sea animals are very interesting. Yeah, I agree with you, Lucky. And organic. Lucky, see you, friend. We are all friends in the golf community. We are a big golf family for sure. So animals and that type of thing are really fascinating, and I always been fascinated by sharks. So if we saw videos about sharks, I rented that. If I saw videos about horror, I rented that. And if we saw that it was out with new videos with ninjas, we rented that too. So there's sometimes also, can't you pick something else for a change? Can't you take a comedy, whatever? No, I want those three because I know the other gonna choose something of that they want to see. That was my choices. So yeah, octopus can be very fascinating, and I have been seeing. I don't remember his name. He done those documentaries about finding out what happened with people that been killed or disappeared in water, no matter if it is the ocean or if it's a big river or whatever. So and to find out what's really going on. Everything from piranhas and to octopus and sharks and you name it, eels. And sometimes you take very big risks too. So it's an older bloke. They do this. He even scuba diving with sharks sometimes. So yeah, they are very beautiful. And if you know what you're doing, you can dive with them too. But sometimes I think that some people make it worse for people when it comes to shark because they feel in. I mean, so the shark is connected with another type of thing, and that makes a little bit give risk for maybe people that scuba diving that don't have the experience of being with sharks, so they know what they're doing and what they're looking for. But else, it's their place to be. It's not ours really, so we can't blame them if something happens really. Yeah, it's their ocean. I agree totally with you there, Lucky. It's their place to be. It's not like they're jumping up on the ground and say, "Hey, humans, here we are." But we humans are really terrible, especially the people that still catch up to just take the fins too. I think that's terrible, terrible way. So, hello, bloody Riddle. How are you? Have you been working? Yeah, I'm soon finished my vacation, back to work. But it feels a bit weird now to know that it's only 4 weeks on my old place and then I'm gonna start new again. So, but at the same time, I'm relieved. I don't have to do this job hunting anymore. So I'm really happy. So, and I'm not gonna lose that much in wage. I have to go down a tiny bit, but it's similar type of wage too. So I'm happy. So I can't really complain. It's just that I have to travel a little longer. But when it comes to time, I'm gonna have a better time to that one I usually had on the work I have now. Even if during summer I have a better time, so it's gonna be similar to what I work during the summer. Mm. Yeah, I'm better lucky, was blessed with coffee green suns came to my. You're not blessed. I was happy to join your live organic. So it's not about blessings. It's nice to see someone create things too, because sometimes people forget that YouTube can be a good inspirations for others to actually try. And like I said to people, be creative. You don't have to be good at what you're doing, but you need to dare try. And if you at least tried, no one can tell you that you haven't done it or that you're not goth enough, for example, for never done do-it-yourself things either. So, lucky I'm going coffee meet up this afternoon and going to wear kind of cotton kind of clothes so we look odd in dark blue and grey. Too hot for jeans. Ah. Sorry to hear that, Lucky. That's the disaster when you're gonna do things when it's too hot. It's like I haven't been able to put on proper goth makeup either, and this is maximum. I don't even bother to put on the eyeliner wings and everything like that, or false eyelashes because it's not gonna work when you've been sweaty. Um, but I'm really happy that at least I can have some company here. Whilst Trevor doing his models. I don't remember what he was building right now, but it's coming new models all the time, and this is the thing. Sometimes I'm happy when I'm sitting on the balcony or something when he's a little impatient over the bits or something. So the neighbors don't think that he's yelling at me. He's yelling at the things he's doing. And I'm sitting now. Okay, you can see I'm sitting here. It's not me. So, what are you other up to? I know that Lucky said to go on the coffee meetup. That sounds at least great. Is that with golf friends or with ordinary friends, Lucky? Because I'm a little jealous that you have this meetup with Lady Rowena and all the others too. I should want to have a golf meetup too, but it's not that easy to find golfs nowadays, at least where I live. So the golfs disappeared around 2008 or something from our town. At least you don't see them directly. So, and because Sweden is a lot about aging too. So if you're older, the youngs they don't want to be with you, or they don't even believe that you could be one of them because you are in a certain age, and they compare you with their own parents, for example, and it don't work that way. Max, new research on sloths shows that DNA is extremely unique in that they have something called jumping genes. Animals have mind-boggling traits when you dig deeper information-wise. That sounds very interesting, Max. Um, I like to see a lot of different animals, and it's so fascinating, especially when you see people that live long way from other people, and they got this connection with the wild animals. And people say don't feed them and that, but they can come into other people in the area, and they say, but I don't have any directly neighbors. It's only me living here, maybe my mom in the door next door, and then maybe two neighbors a long bit away from me. But that's all. And people start shouting about don't feed this one, and so it's only me that coming to. It's no one else feeding them. So um, I'm happy you could be awake too. It is a little hard to have lives if you're gonna get it covered from all bits there, because the time zones can be so crazy. And I guess that's what Star will have to sometimes struggle with when we do those golf gatherings, when Lucky and I, for an example, are in them too, because you're gonna have a time that works even for US and for Sweden and for UK and whatever people are from. So I must have experience in retail. In the UK now, retail seems to be about speed. So if you're not quick enough, to get rid of you in the end. I think I said it before, and I'm sad to hear that actually. Like, but I think that's in most of the works too. So it's a sad evolution. Hello, Star. How are you? And I really loved the video yesterday, and now let's do a fantastic work with the drone too. I should want to have a drone too, but I'm afraid that I should crash it, and it's a little too much money to crash. But it looks so amazing when you see all the other type of views too, when you tell the story. So it's fabulous to see. Are you melting in Brighton too, Star? Here is hot, and it's gonna be hot next week, and it's so typical when I'm gonna start my job again. And I wish I had taken at least one more week. I didn't know that I should have a new job that soon, so especially when I didn't even go for an interview. So um, yeah, and you get like another type of view too, especially when you talk about the things, and we want to have this little ghosty feeling, and you can make it in other type of way that you can't do when you hold in the camera or on ground level. So it's really cool to see all the other angles too of everything. So Niles do a very good job. So he's a really good husband. So I understand that you're very proud of what he do for you, Star. Thank you very much, Star. I have a new top actually. I bought it on sale and on Hennes och Mauritz, like we say in Sweden, because it's a Swedish company, but you know it as H&M. But I got it on a sale, and I thought it should fit that witchy goth vibe. So witchy forest goth vibe. So at least I tried to be open-minded when I bought things, because I need more tops. I have a lot of skirts and that type of things, but not tops enough that can work with different skirts. So I was having an open mind and try to find something, but it was not easy for finding my style. But I tried to at least match up the makeup a little, so it's both little Halloweeny, autumn-like, but at the same time it matches with the clothing. So it's nice to see him. Yeah, and it's gonna be hot here too. Maybe it's not as hot as in UK, but it's bad enough because we have very humid air over here. So, and hello, but I don't call strangers for honey. So keep it respectful, please, because I don't know you and you don't know me. Thank you very much. I wish that I could put on a eyeliners or eyelashes too, but you know, when it's hot, I already saw the sweat start to come on my forehead and everything. I'm thinking, no, I'm gonna be happy if the makeup stays intact. So I'm not doing more, so it's gonna be easy to take it off after. So, and no, I'm not into that type of talking either. So if you don't keep it in a respectful way, we have to say goodbye to you, Sonos. Goths is not a fetishized thing here, so don't come with that bullshit. I have a man in next door, so I'm just in another room, so. Yeah. It's very fun to see everybody coming, so that makes my world better. That's the best thing with having YouTube and things. We can still be part of each other's even if we're not there in the real life. So, and I'm not the mama either. I think that's rude too, at least for my. So stop calling me a mama. I don't even have kids. I don't understand this type of talking because I'm a much older generation. So, and I guess I have to at least accept ma'am because I guess you are from the States, but here it sounds a little strange too with that because we don't speak that way in Sweden. So, so what are you up to today, Star? Are you doing something fun? And did you see that Gothnetic actually released a new song in time yesterday? I was surprised because on him it sounded like it should come much later. So I was thinking, okay, he gonna release a song when I'm asleep as usual. But at least I saw that almost not that long after your video went up. So then it was out and it was really a good one. So what did you think about the new one, Star? And I'm really looking forward to see what he's gonna do when he put together all that. If he's gonna be ready in time for Halloween this year. Ah, I have done food shopping too, so I know that feeling. And you loved it. Yeah, I did love it too. So it's really great. So it's gonna be excited to see what he's up to on the other ones because he started to slowly drop one song with now and then. So we have to see. A new favorite for sure, yeah. And his other bands too this released songs. So this week have actually been a lot of new music coming, and it's still coming. And I'm feeling okay. Something strange going on with this time of year because now everybody is releasing new songs, and I know that even Donald Knutz is coming with new songs. So I'm looking forward to everyone. Marvel just did one, and I have which band is it? Last Grasp is soon coming with something, and what was another band that is gonna release something? I forgot it. So yeah, it's really nice to see him back because it was a long time. It sounded when he tried to finish his other account too that he was so fed up with everything, and I can understand when you try so much and you do so much work with everything, and YouTube do what it does. So it's not easy. Um, Hello, Anna. How are you? Are you going for something cool again, historical or something? Because I did enjoy to see Trelleborg's Viking thing too, because I didn't know about that place either, so it was fantastic to see that too. So lots of new summer golf tunes to listen to. Indeed, it is, and we don't complain, do we? You more, you merry. So it's really fantastic. It's literally like, okay, another one. I need to give it a listen to. So it's hard sometimes to catch up with everything some periods. So I found a fan called Orange near me. Just need to do the voiceover. Not as good as yours does. With autumn getting closer and closer, it does lift my spirits. I wish we had Code Orange over here, but it's so boring. It's gonna take months still. So hello, Gothica. How are you? In the end of July, I probably go to Freya thing in Löddeköping. Where is Löddeköping? I'm not that familiar where in Skåne it is. I guess it's Skåne then. Start definitely check it out. Love the music. Start intro to Gothnetic. Yeah, we all love Halloween. We live for Halloween, don't we? You had Code Orange at Dollar Store? Okay. The only thing they have when it comes to Halloween stuff with our dollar store is the things they already have up. Last year they just moved to the section for party stuff. But I haven't seen anything new. Is it really new stuff, Anna? Is it really new stuff? Because then I need to go to our dollar store. They got it in the first autumn things and it was some glass pumpkins, pumpkin mug, etc. I have seen something in the dollar store in Ulricehamn. That is the next town from here when you go towards Stockholm. but I thought it was maybe something that was over from the last year too, like they had on our dollar store. So America have loads more. I'm not so sure, Stop, because I have followed a lot of Americans, and really, you have seen so much more many times. So, and even if they had start to get this summer wind, I even seen some Americans complain that it's not as much as it usually are, at least no, not in their part. So I think it's still UK are starting to take over when it comes to code orange, and especially summer wind. So yeah, fresh from boxes, not pressing. I think I need to take a look then. You make me go out again in heat, Anna. What in? If you don't like it, just go. Whatever you are with all the settle. And start. I have to do lunch. Have a great stream and lovely day. Big golf hug star, and see you another time. Happy you could join for a while. Have a nice day. Stay cool. Organic. I'm still member to you, Star Raven. Like been set out. Just lucky, of course, on a live. She blessed me with visit my last. You don't have to say I blessed you, Organic. You did enjoy it, and I was happy that I actually could join. It's that thing with all the time differences, and that it's not that easy to actually combine them, especially if you are working too. So I don't have that much time. When I start work, I don't have as much time to go. When I'm off, and if you don't do anything, and if it's too ridiculous hot outside or something, then I'd rather stick and watch my friends' videos instead. Or if they have live streams too. So it was like pumpkin style, but not spooky things yet. Yeah, but you can maybe make them spooky, I guess. Or maybe have them in the golf garden, Anna. That could be one thing. Um, so, and yeah. Today I said first that we should have food, takeaway food or something. But Trevor didn't want to go to another place to pick it up, so he picked a salad in the store, and I took just some cold type of food. So because I don't feel for cooking when it's that hot. So yeah, I bought table covers, the ones you put plates on, that are like black with kind of pumpkin autumn things on. Something amazing. Can never have too much autumn inspired, especially if the Halloween bits in it too. So, someone else doing something fun now? I should need to do a lot of things, but the heat, you don't have energy really. And going out, and maybe you have your car, and if you try to go somewhere, it's too hot and you can't really enjoy it. And there was things I wanted to do in Gothenburg too, and we had planned for it, but when we saw the temperature and we knew how it was during the medieval days when it was the hottest day, so we were thinking, no, it's not worth it. It's not gonna feel fun if it's too hot either. So we have to let it go. So we maybe have to go and do things a little later when it starts getting cooler. But it's gonna have to wait till it's cooler period, and just hope it's gonna be good weather if we do those stuff. I eat my Saturday candy and later go out and fix stuff in the garden. I hope it's not going to be too hot for you then, Anna, because it's not fun to do garden work either when it's too hot. So we have to see. But it's fun. And of course I'm drinking. I'm not sure if you have tried this one, Anna, to do it with the taste with real fruit. There's different ones, so you can have whatever you like for. Must be great, Gary, from the veranda stairs to the golf garden. Yeah, I think it's good, and I like the different tastes too. And the best thing is that it have hardly any calories in it. So it's just if you drink a whole one, it's 10 calories in it. So you don't have to be worried, and it's not any bad sugar in it and those type of things either. So if you had done the surgery I have done, it's easy to drink this thing. You're not gonna be sick. That is should be too much sugar or something in it, and because the flavor is made by proper fruit, and they have different kinds. So this one is actually apple juice. I'm not sure what juice is, but yeah, you can read it. So yeah, I know what you mean, organic. It's the same over here. We had a little rain in earlier today, but it just made it worse. So you can start feeling that the good smell of rain when you have summer rain, if you know what I mean. I love that type of smell, but it didn't last that long. So it went like a humid sauna. And I'm thinking, no, not that. I was hoping it should fresh up everything, but it just went worse. And I live in the humid part of Sweden too, no matter if it's winter or summer. So everything feels so much worse. And we don't have air condition inside either, and the fans is just moving around hot air. So yeah, you should try it if you can see it. I buy it on ICA Maxi. Not sure if you have it, so. Ah, the government water stops every now and then as it's directly from the mountain rivers is icy cold. Yeah, we start having problem with the groundwater, we called it here, with the water level. So we have to see if it continue and we don't get much rain, and then they might start to say that we can't use water as we want to. So yeah, we never know, but I think it's a Swedish thing. I don't think this one is made in Sweden, so it's not sure you can get it. So hello, Gary. How are you? Is it hot in New Zealand? But maybe you have winter right now. So I went to the local plant shop hoping that they started a late summer sale of the perennials, but no, no. I think we have to wait a little more actually, and it's a little too early. But you never know. Sometimes they start the sales very early. So and Gary, did you know that this a new album with Rolling Stones? I was reading something about it in the news this morning. Arctic brown iced coffee in the UK is our thing. I do like cold coffee too, but I usually drink the one that is called protein coffee, different type of tastes, and so because I want to put two things in the same. Of course, you can probably mix it with some protein powder too, but you need to have the right type. But because I had done that thing, I need my protein, and if I drink a lot of coffee, I need to fill up the protein too. They had a sale on carnation to found two that were dark red in the flowers, not like burgundy, but full dark and red. And it sounded beautiful, Anna. It sounded beautiful. I've seen some type of very gothy like plants too when I've been out too, even if they didn't have that much this year. So hey, like a wake and Mr. James. Hello, Spooky. How are you? How are you? Uh, with the heat, we have the power outtakes, lots of load of all the X running. Ah, aces. Yeah, but we don't have that problem because we don't have that much. Our houses is built for keep the heat, so right now it's not good. And even if it's go cold outside, it takes a long time before we got a more better temperature. So sometimes during summer it's terrible to go inside too if you don't go to a shopping mall or something or a big food shop because they have at least air condition, but in our own homes it's not that often we have air condition. And then you go outside and it's hot like hell, and then you go inside it's even hotter, so you can't really win sometimes. So you need to go to a shop or something to cool down. I'm doing fine. I'm counting down my vacation. I did only have 2 weeks, so it's my second last day. So it's already started to go back to the routines when I need to prepare before work. Is like tomorrow I'm gonna do the weekly food cooking for work. So that's gonna be boring when it's so hot too, but it needs to be done because I need to eat even at work. So yeah, probably gonna survive on and it's getting hotter now, so probably a lot of things survive better here too. What is your favorite moment of being golf? My favorite moment, that should be being on a place with all golf friends in real life and having fun. It doesn't matter if it's a club or a festival or a gig, as long as we are together. It can be a picnic and everything. Just have all the like money. We know that we like the same. No one gonna pick on the other that how we look like, and we accept each other's and just enjoy and just to have a curiosity to see how everyone gonna look like when we meet too, because it's very fascinating, because even if you have friends that are into the same subculture, we can look so much difference. So spider is annoying here. It started to chew on my mouse. Poor you, Anna. More fun to do stuff together. Yeah, I agree, really. Miss James has been lying around a lot more due to the heat. Yeah, I can understand that, because it's very hard for them too. And people don't really realize how much animals is suffering during the heat waves too. And the more warmer it gets, so just imagine if we think it's hard, it's gonna be so much harder even for them. So this week was basically me reading comments basic by normies about, as they called us, the alternative, invented a few weird things and protecting out community, the things they said. Yeah, sometimes I wonder what people are even thinking when they have to comment. If you're not into that subculture, why do you even bother comment? Why do you even bother to look? If you're not interested to learn about it, so I don't understand it. I love the black tulips. They're beautiful and hard to find. Had them at my house in the past. Now I'm apartment dwelling, but I have a lovely patio to have my plants, including my veggies, as being vegan. That sounds great. At least you have a place to have little things at. I can't be vegan because food allergies. I need my protein too. So, but I'm not a massive meat eater either. I try to mix in veggies as much as possible, but because of my food allergies, so. Mine was meeting Voltaire for the first time and seeing Covenant for the first time. And Covenant, if that's the band I think it is, called it All the Ships to Port, is a Swedish band. And the Queen of Night is spring, but plan to buy two other varieties this autumn. Yeah, it's a very beautiful tulip. So I have seen that one too. But I usually prefer the tulips before, before the blowout completely. But they don't stay that. So that's the only bad thing with flowers, when they don't stay in some type of shapes. Because I think they are beautiful in some stages. So, but yeah. But now it's not much music before end of month, but then it's like this glam rock band, and in November is Sisters of Mercy. I still want to convince Trevor that we should fix maybe tickets, because he loved Amon Amarth. We saw them at Liseberg in Gothenburg one summer, and they are fabulous live. And we do know some of the people too that are the fighting Vikings on the stage too, because they do this Viking things in Ale and in Herrljunga, because they do this competition with Starke Viking or Strong Viking. They said being pierced and having short hair or dye and tattoos for bad people, basically not going to more. It's so stupid, those things they are assume about us, and because you have a certain type of things, you're not more stupid. It's just show how stupid they are to even think about those things about others. Well, I'm getting ready to go to a witch festival today. That sounded great. Are you doing a video about the witch festival? That sounded awesome. Let's see. Might start to go to the end of this live. I didn't want to go on that much. I just wanted to come here for real and tell about that I have a new job for the people that missed the shorts when I announced it, because it was a little hard. I didn't want to say it at first because there was little other things I wanted to sort first with my old job and that, because I didn't expect to start a new job that soon. So, and that's why I don't have that long vacation either, because I still thought that I should apply for new jobs. So I rather save days for that. But because it's now vacation time, it's not like I can longer my vacation either. So I need to go back on Monday. So it's later said it's gonna be a very long year, because I don't think I'm gonna have that much off times in the beginning, because I have 6 months trial period too. So it's not like you can push the luck to take off too much either. So yeah, and I can respect that people are vegans too. I try to buy some stuff for vegans, even when it comes to shampoo and hair conditioner, other type of stuff too. But sometimes the vegan alternative is not the best either, especially when it comes to like shoes and some type of clothing, because then I prefer to have it in the proper material because it's gonna last much better. If you take care about that, it's gonna last forever. And if you have like this plastic rubbery things like a base, like they have in some of the replacement fabrics, then it's gonna be bad for nature too, because you know what happened with microplastic and that type of thing. It's gonna end up in everything. You can't take that away. So, well, I hope you can, Mrs. Spokey. I think we're more than one day looking forward to see about it and see what that is. Uh, Häxans hus, the witch's house, have a summer market in Skåne, South Sweden. Hmm, it sounds interesting. Sounds interesting. Not sure we have that much. Now they sometimes have something on Åhaga that is like a place where they can have concerts and some other exhibitions. But they always take a lot to even go in there. So it feels like if I'm gonna pay a lot and I don't even know what it's all about, so it's not like I want to offer my money for it. So yeah, thank you, organic. Thank you. And tarot card is very interesting thing too. I have some. I even have some oracle cards nowadays, and I have my runes. So we have to see a lot of different things, but I don't do it for others directly. I did more when I still did go to the golf clubs, and but I did this pick one card thing because that's the easiest way to go with friends and don't take that much time either. So say hi to the boss kitty, please. um, yeah, I think I'm gonna end this chat and gonna see what Trevor is doing for the moment because I still have people that say that I must be a loser. You are probably a single woman because how you look like, blah blah blah. But I live with a man since almost 10 years back in time, so I'm not single. So, but yeah, I think I'm gonna end this. Gonna watch it, and thank you everyone for joining. That was really great, and big golf hugs to everyone. And I want everyone to stay safe, stay weird, and be nice to each other. And love you all. Thanks for watching. Bye. Have a great day.